Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive.
Always.
So we're picking up with The Melody of Leadership, that fascinating book by Dr. S.M.A. Moin. It's on Amazon, by the way, in case anybody missed that.
Yeah, really interesting read.
And today, it's all about Chapter 2, Leaders as Influencers.
Oh, this is a good one.
It really is. Dr. Moin just dives right into this blend of ancient philosophy and modern research, and even like spiritual insights, trying to figure out what makes certain leaders tick, why people follow them.
I love that he starts us off with the scene, throws us right into a leadership training in Bangladesh.
Oh, yeah. We're like right there in the room with all these eager participants. And then there's Kevin Cruz, this super charismatic ex-Navy commander.
I know, right? You can practically feel the energy.
And then there's this little hint of a connection, maybe, between Kevin and one of the participants, Caroline Cambridge.
Oh, yeah, caught that too.
Makes you want to keep reading, right?
Definitely. And then, boom, Kevin hits them with this big question. Why should people follow leaders?
It is such a fundamental question.
Totally. And Dr. Moin, he goes way back, like to ancient philosophers, Xenophon, Plato.
Talk about a deep dive.
It's amazing, though, because it shows that these ideas about leadership, they've been around forever. Like, human nature hasn't really changed that much,
You're so right.
And he ties it all together with modern research, too. Like, he brings in Aristotle, all these other leadership thinkers.
It's almost like he's creating this bridge, right, between ancient wisdom and what we know today.
Exactly.
And then there's that part where he talks about those two key aspects of leadership, character and competence.
Oh, yeah, like who you are as a person,
Right.
Your values, and then the skills you bring to the table.
I think Aristotle had a word for that, didn't he?
He did. Arete.
Arete, right. What does that mean again?
Well, it kind of sums up both those ideas, like excellence and moral virtue. Like, you could be the most skilled leader, right? But if you have zero integrity, no one's going to trust you. And the other way around, you could have the best intentions in the world, but if you don't know what you're doing...
You're not going to get very far.
Exactly.
It's true.
Yeah.
And then, based on these two things, character and competence,
Yeah.
he lays out these four types of leaders.
Oh, yeah. The great leaders, the failed leaders, the
Yeah.
ineffective leaders, and then
The dangerous ones.
the dangerous ones. Shiffers.
I know. The ones with all the skills, but no moral compass.
They're the ones who can really do some damage.
Oh, absolutely. It's almost like they're effective at first, right?
Yeah.
Because they can get things done.
They can, but then in the long run, that lack of character,
Catches up with them.
it always catches up with them. You get ethical breaches, broken trust.
And ultimately failure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then it becomes this question of, okay, how do we avoid falling for those dangerous leaders?
Or even becoming one ourselves, right?
Right. And I think the chapter really zeroes in on integrity as the foundation.
Oh, yeah. He uses that analogy of the ship's watertight integrity.
Powerful image, right?
It is. He even quotes Monroe, who said something like, "A small hole can sink a great ship. A single compromise on integrity can sink a great leader."
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Makes you realize just how important it is to, stay true to your values.
absolutely. And then the next piece is, how do these leaders actually influence people? And Dr. Moin, he brings up Pytho and by persuasion versus force.
So it's about winning hearts and minds, not just ordering people around.
Exactly. And he argues that real leadership, it comes from persuasion, not coercion.
But how do you cultivate that kind of influence?
Yeah.
The ability to persuade people.
Well, I think that's where understanding those character dimensions we talked about comes in. Remember those?
Right.
The chapter dives into two research-backed frameworks, Peterson and Seligman's 6 virtues, and then there's crossing it all 11 dimensions.
Okay, so we're talking about different ways of breaking down character, looking at all the different facets.
Exactly. And I think the point is, it's not about memorizing a list.
Right.
It's about using these frameworks for self-reflection, asking yourself, which of these virtues do I really embody?
And where do I need to grow?
Exactly.
I love that he emphasizes personal development. It's like
Yeah.
always striving to be better.
Absolutely. And then he even brings in a spiritual angle.
Oh, yeah, that was really interesting.
He's not pushing any specific religion or anything, but he suggests that believing in a higher power, a final judgment, it can actually motivate people to act with more integrity.
It's a really thought-provoking idea.
It is. Like, if you believe someone's always watching, Are you more likely to do the right thing even when no one else is looking? It's definitely something to think about. And it's connected to this bigger trend we're seeing in leadership, like incorporating spirituality and mindfulness practices.
Looking inward as much as outward.
Exactly. And then we move from character, and Dr. Moin starts talking about competence.
Right, like, okay, we get it, integrity matters, but you gotta have the skills too, right?
Absolutely. And that's where he brings up Watkins' 7 seismic shifts. Like, how do you go from being a good manager to a truly great leader?
I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, the names are so memorable, Specialist to generalist, analyst to integrator.
Oh, yeah. And tactician to strategist, bricklayer to architect.
It really paints a picture, doesn't it? Like what that transformation looks like.
It does. Each one is about this fundamental shift in mindset and approach.
Like problem solver to agenda setter.
Oh, that's a big one. Instead of just reacting to problems, you're thinking ahead, shaping the future.
Right. You're not just putting out fires, you're preventing them.
Exactly. And then there's supporting cast member to lead role.
Stepping into your power, owning your authority, inspiring others.
That's it. It's interesting, though, because some of these shifts, they almost require you to let go of certain things.
Oh, totally. Like specialist to generalist.
Yeah.
As a specialist, you're the expert, Rob. You have all the answers. But as a leader, you have to be okay with delegating, empowering others to develop their own expertise.
That's such a great point. It's about recognizing that leadership isn't about knowing everything yourself.
It's about creating an environment where everyone can shine.
Exactly. And that takes a different kind of confidence, like the confidence to trust others, to let go of control.
That makes me think about the character piece again. Like if you're insecure as a leader or driven by ego.
You're going to have a hard time with those shifts that require vulnerability and trust.
Totally. It's all connected, isn't it? Character and competence.
They really are two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other.
And that's what Dr. Moin emphasizes, right? He draws this clear distinction between the leaders who empower others
versus those who exploit them.
Yeah. It's a reminder that leadership is about service, not self-interest.
Absolutely.
Makes you think about the leaders you've encountered in your own life, doesn't it?
It does. Who are the ones who've inspired you, helped you grow?
And who are the ones who left you feeling, I don't know, smaller?
It's a good exercise to reflect on that. And I think Dr. Moin encourages that throughout the book,
Yeah, like think about your own experiences with leadership, the qualities you admire, the ones you want to avoid.
Because ultimately, we all have the capacity to lead in some way.
Oh, absolutely. In our families, our communities, our workplaces.
And the more we understand about true leadership, the more effectively we can step into those roles.
And make a positive impact, right?
Exactly.
So we've been on this journey, right? Through this whole chapter with Kevin and the participants and all these leadership theories.
Yeah. It's really engaging the way Dr. Moin brings it all together.
It is. And if I had to sum up, like, the key takeaway from chapter 2.
It's that leadership is influence. Every single one of us, we influence people whether we realize it or not.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a pretty powerful thought when you think about it. Like, we're all leaders in some way.
And that's kind of exciting, but also maybe a little scary, right?
Oh, for sure. Because it means we have a responsibility to use that influence wisely.
To not abuse it.
Exactly. And that's where understanding the difference between, like, good leadership and bad leadership, it becomes so important.
Because it's not all created equal.
Not at all. Good leaders, like Dr. Moin talks about, they inspire us with their character, their competence, their vision.
They create an environment where people can thrive.
Yeah, where you feel empowered to do your best work.
Whereas bad leaders, they might get results, but it's through force or manipulation, and it just leaves everyone feeling
drained.
Yeah, like disillusioned, maybe even resentful.
Exactly. And I think recognizing those patterns in others and in ourselves, it's so key to navigating this whole leadership thing.
Because ultimately it's a choice, isn't it? Like, what kind of leader do we want to be?
It is. Do we want to inspire people or just use our position for our own gain?
Big questions.
Huge. But this chapter gives us, like, the tools to start answering them.
Yeah. Ancient philosophy, modern research, arte, those 7 seismic shifts. It's all there.
It's like a framework for understanding what real leadership is all about.
And I love that Dr. Moin doesn't pretend it's simple. He acknowledges the challenges, the nuances, the fact that it's a journey.
It is a journey.
Speaking of journeys, I'm still thinking about that training session in Bangladesh. What's going to happen with Kevin and Caroline?
Ooh, I know. I can't wait to find out. But I guess we'll have to wait for the next chapter.
Chapter 3, Leaders as Visionaries. Sounds
It
fascinating.
does.
But for now, I think we've given everyone plenty to think about.
We have.
So for anyone who's intrigued by The Melody of Leadership, you can find it on Amazon. And of course, we'll be back to dive into Chapter 3 soon.
Can't wait.
Until then, thanks for listening, everyone.